Hey YouTube, it's Liz. I'm here checking in for my week 15 post lap band update. Thanks for joining me and being interested in my journey, and we'll get started on the interesting stuff, which is the numbers. I started my journey back in April. I had my surgery on April 12th, 2012. Day after my surgery, I weighed in at 345 pounds. Last week when I spoke to you guys, I came in at 305.8. And this week, I'm happy to announce that I am 302.9. So that is a weight loss for the week of 2.9 pounds, huge weight loss this week, and a total overall weight loss of 42.1 pounds. Um, why did I have such a big weight loss this week? I'd like to say it's because I was really strict with myself, and I really, stuck to my plan and everything. And I did. I did really, really, really well this week as far as my food goes. But if you remember last week, I had only lost zero point 0.2 pounds. I'd only lost a quarter pound for the entire week. And that was due to, feminine issues. Last time I spoke to you, I had just gotten my monthly visitor, so that had to do with it. And I knew that it was going to be a big weight loss this week because of that. I've dieted my whole life, and I've been an adult female for the better part of 15 years, and I know how my body works around that time. So the whole time that I was on Weight Watchers, whenever that time would come around, I would see I would either stay the same or I would gain a little bit. And then the week after would be a huge weight loss. So I expected this. And I'm more than happy with an almost 3 pound weight loss. I mean, who could ask for anything more than that? Let's see, what do I got to report this week? Honestly, zip. I really don't have anything to report except for the fact that I ate really, really well this week. I was very disciplined in my head, and I hadn't been for a few weeks before that. So I made it a point to really, really, really focus and really um, have willpower and self-control, and I did. Um, and for the most part, I've been doing really well. I've stuck to my 1,200 calories. One of my carnal rules nowadays is that I do not eat past 7 o'clock. But sometimes life happens and things get carried away, and you can't plan your meals as perfectly as you'd like to, which is something that I'd actually like to bring up with everybody. They tell us when we diet that we have this set of rules, I guess you say, that we need to follow. Like if you're going to a party or something, that you should eat before you go so that you could have more control over what you eat when you're there. Um, things like that. And I've come to the conclusion that it's all bullcrap, to be honest. And what I mean by that is that, okay, I've got a barbecue coming up this Sunday. My mom works for the fire department, and she got us invited to the annual EMS barbecue that's coming up. And she had my family invited as well, so we're going on Sunday. I've decided that instead of going the normal route of saying, well, I'm going to eat before I go, and I'm really going to try to be good there, that I'm just not. That I'm going to plan to be bad. And that, it's so much better to go into something knowing that you're going to do something. Like, I could go in and say, you know what, I'm not going to eat. I'm going to pick the healthiest things there, and I'm going to really try to stick to my calories. But then what's going to happen? I'm going to go there. I'm going to give in. It's not going to happen. There's going to be so much around me, and I'm going to be with the boys, and I'm going to be, you know, um, I'm going to be distracted, and I'm going to be having fun, and I'll be with my husband, who I don't see most of the week. And I'm not going to want to count. I'm not going to want to worry about, how many calories is this scoop of macaroni salad that I'm putting on my plate. So what happens then? You go in there, and because you don't stick to your frame of mind that you go in there with, and you do, and I'm going to eat, that I'm going to feel like a failure afterwards. And I've decided that I'm not going to do that to myself, that I am going to plan to be bad. And as long as I understand the consequences that come behind it and I'm willing to accept them and that they sit okay with me, that I've won. And that I'm not going to fall into the whole cycle of, oh my gosh, I ate, I feel guilty. What do I do now? And, even though I will never go back to what I used to be, which was, feel bad, feel guilty, and eat as part of the guilt. That is not me anymore. The band helps me control that now. But I've decided that I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna eat. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to have dessert. I'm going to keep in mind in the back of my mind that I need to pick the better things, and I'm gonna listen to my body to when it's full and not overstuff myself to the point that I'm going to be sick, but I'm going to go in there, I'm going to eat, and I'm going to say to myself that if I don't gain more than 3 pounds, I've won. And that whatever I do gain, I'm going to give myself a week to take it off again. And that'll be fine. And I cannot tell you guys how liberating it is since I've thought of that. I'm not going to be a slave to the way our minds work as far as food goes anymore. I mean, I don't mean to sound like a philosopher, but my whole life I've been overweight. My whole life I've felt that way. And it's just recently that I've started to notice how the pattern works. And I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it. I'm going to think about it differently, and I'm going to think about food differently, and I'm going to think about myself differently more than anything else. So, you know, um, I don't have much to talk about this week except for the fact that I've had an epiphany, and that's what it is. And I'll let you guys know. I mean, who knows? Next week I could talk to you guys, and I could be crying my eyes out because I'm up 5 pounds, from just that one day. I doubt it, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And I'm sticking to that philosophy. So, I'm not going to be a slave to the way we think anymore and the way that we're conditioned to think and the way that yeah, I'm not going to set myself up to fail, basically. So, I'll let you know how it works. It's a little experiment and we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I could cry to you guys next week. So, all right, everybody have a great weekend. I know I'm going to. I wish you guys, a great sunny weekend, wherever part of the world you're in, and I will see you next weekend. And you will hopefully see a little less of me, but who knows? We'll see. Okay, take care, everybody. Talk to you soon.